Hey, what's up, everyone? Um, this is an interesting start to the video. Um, if you're wondering what I have here, I have some labels that I've had for a while, a tape measure, some staples, shoelaces, a cigarette lighter, and half a box of picture hangers. You might be wondering, why is that junk on screen right now? Why are we looking at this? For those of you who don't know, that is junk from my junk drawer. I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, we had a drawer kind of with like spare stuff and random things. And now that I'm older and married, I still have a drawer with spare stuff and random things. I affectionately refer to it as the junk drawer. There's occasionally some useful things in there, but nothing of any real value. Well, why do I bring this up? It's because I spend entirely too much time on eBay looking for deals on various things. A lot of times it's coins, sometimes it's knives. It's all kind of stuff. You never know what I'm going to pick up on there. Sometimes I'll pick up little gifts from my wife, all that stuff. Well, lately, I am seeing more and more and more lots on eBay and lots basically selling junk drawers. Now, when I look at my junk drawer, I don't have a bunch of random coins thrown in there. Sometimes small 1 gram gold bars, vials of gold flake, silver certificates, and I don't know, like crappy mint sets or proof sets in there. But when I go on eBay, I see this stuff. Now, if I saw it once or twice, I'd think, okay, I could see somebody maybe having that stuff in their junk drawer, possibly. But there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, possibly thousands. It's insane. And what's really funny is that the people who sell these things will have like 30 lots that are exactly the same. Not exactly the same stuff, but it's like, okay, let's put the silver certificate or $2 bill like up at the top. And then underneath that, we'll put like 3 Eisenhower dollars. Then we'll put 2 Susan B. Anthony dollars. Then we'll put like a vial of gold flake. Then we'll put like 8 wheat pennies and 2 Liberty nickels. And basically it turns out so that like the whole lot might be worth like $7. And I often see people bidding them up to like 3, 4 times what they're worth. And I'm just amazed because like this isn't good stuff. This is cheap stuff. This is somebody who had a big, massive amount of unimpressive numismatics and currency and like garbage fake bullion, and they're just kind of apportioning it out into like equal lots of a certain value that they think will intrigue people to spend many, many times what the value is. And I think it appeals to the treasure hunter amongst us who want to maybe spend $20 and get something worth 100. It's not going to happen with a lot labeled junk drawer. The other thing I see a lot are estate sales. You can pretty much guarantee in better than 99% of the situation that if it has either estate sale or junk drawer in the lot, like I said, it's been pretty carefully picked over and selected to give you the minimum value for the maximum price. Yeah, you heard me correctly. Minimum value, maximum price. Stay away. Like, that would be, for me, having junk drawer or estate sale in the title of an eBay listing would be the equivalent to me getting ready to walk in a store and having the shopkeeper run out yelling at me and smacking me with a broom. I'm not going to go in there. Well, it's having a estate sale or a junk drawer in the title should pretty much tell you, don't go in there. Don't do it. Now, that's not to say that sometimes you don't find good stuff in lots, but sometimes lots are just lots. Like one of my favorite pickups of like all time, I think, was this guy was selling a shield nickel, and it was kind of like a well-worn shield nickel. I would have valued it at about $5. So he was selling it as shield nickel and unknown coin. Well, I was intrigued. So I checked it out, and it was a Connecticut large cent from I forget the year. I think it might be like 1787. Now it was a well-worn cent, but when I saw it in the picture, I'm like, that looks like it's one of those Connecticut colonial coins. Picked it up. Lo and behold, yes, it was. Couldn't tell exactly which one it was from the pictures because there are so many varieties. I think there's like 100 varieties, but I picked it up. I would say in the current condition, it's about $25. But I ended up paying like $5 for the nickel, and I got that thrown in. So I got a nickel I wanted for $5, and I got this really great, cool colonial coin that I like very much. Again, it's only worth $25, but I like it very much. You know, sometimes like things like that, you get some good deals. Another time, I bought a whole big lot of Jefferson nickels. I joke with my wife that I like buying lots where people just kind of throw stuff down like it's a pile of crap. Well, one time somebody was selling stuff and they threw a bunch of nickels down like it was a pile of crap, and they just said like lot of 200 Jefferson nickels. I think I ended up paying like $15 or $16 with shipping for 200 Jefferson nickels. I bought it because I thought I saw mint marks on the top of Monticello. So guess what? Blew up the picture. I saw a mint mark, and I saw another mint mark. Then I saw a lot from the 40s. Well, out of the 200 nickels, probably 100 or so were Silver War nickels, and there were quite a few 1938 Ds, S's, 39 Ds and S's, and then a lot of other 40s coins, 40s Jefferson nickels, which I also hold aside. So I ended up getting many times the value on that buy. And, there have been other times, like, I've never really had actually, no, at one time I did buy a whole big lot of Barber dimes, and I ended up finding, I forget what it was, I forget the year, but it was an older Barber dime, and it was in, I would say, maybe good condition. And in the condition it was in, it was worth about, maybe about $100. I ended up selling it on eBay for like 90 or 95. Not bad. But usually with things like that, you have to look for them. If they're advertising the deal in the listing, it's probably not a deal. You're trying to make people think it is. And if it really does look like it's a good deal, other people are going to jump there and you're not going to get a great price on it. So, like, really look at some of these people who are selling these junk drawers and stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. If any of you wanted to pay me like $300 or $400 for my junk drawer, I would gladly give you the tape measure, the labels, the picture hangers, the shoelaces, the staples, and the cigarette lighter for like $300-$400. I'm serious. I really was. As a matter of fact, there's another tape measure in there. I'll throw it in there for like another $50. I only paid like $10 for it, but I'll give it to you for $50. It's great. You might think that's kind of snotty, but it's actually a better deal. At least I'm being honest about it. But just to kind of put some of you on the lookout, and if you haven't encountered these junk drawer lots, and you haven't encountered all the estate sale lots, if you're bored and you're looking for a laugh, go look at them. It's pretty amazing. The other thing that I'm kind of amazed people buy is when you see someone with an estate sale lot, and they'll have a picture of hundreds of PCGS slabs, hundreds of them. And for a particular price, they'll send you one of the random slapped coins. Or maybe for another price you get 3, or another price you get 5, or you get 10. Well, some people might look at PCGS prices and say, well, I might do pretty well on them, but don't forget a lot of these PCGS prices aren't really that accurate. I know that if you look at a lot of the modern coins in particular, a lot of the modern coins, PCGS might say they're worth $20 or $25, $30, but in reality, if you auction them off on eBay, you might only get $10. So you're not really doing that well, and you know what? That's what you're going to get. You're not going to get rare coins here. It's not like this person really bought a collection of 300 slabs, and they're going to put them in a big sack, and they're going to say, Ed from Oklahoma just bought a lot of 3 slabbed coins. I'm going to stick my arm in, and I'm going to pick whatever 3 coins are in there. Those coins are all picked over. There's no 1909 SVDB. There's no 1916D Mercury dime. There's no 1932S Washington quarter. Nothing like that. excuse the moving tripod. There's nothing like that. So just kind of be aware, and I hate to say this, but kind of assume the worst of people if it's not someone you've bought from before. I know there are some sellers I've been buying from for years. I've done dozens and dozens and dozens of transactions with some sellers on eBay, and I trust them. I mean, but of course, these people also like have actual good pictures and fair descriptions. But even if something did seem like, well, okay, so that's not 100% clear, I'd either ask them or I'd assume it would be good. But like I said, just kind of keep your eye open with some of this because there are so many people on eBay who seem like they're trying to take advantage. And I don't mean that as a slight against eBay because I actually like eBay very, very much. And I think some of the criticism it gets is unfair. But there really are. I mean, no matter where you go, I mean, there are some stores where they'll try and take advantage of you, some dealers at shows, people, if you buy other things online. So you got to be careful. You got to watch yourself. That's all I have to say today. Have a good one. If you like this video, this type of video, please hit the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Have a good one.